Hello, hello everybody. Hi, welcome. It is time to stream. Ooh, sorry, I'm like 1 minute late today. I was just making sure that everything is going to be in order. Also, I need to force my... Alright, there we go. All good. All good. Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you all doing? Hopefully everything is fine. Iconia's mic was off again. Yeah, this time it was actually... I have a button on my microphone. I can turn it off. I did check that the device was correct in the OBS, but I forgot to turn it off. Hello, guys. How am I doing? I'm doing splendid. Unfortunately, today, the PC version of the game isn't working because they are implementing a new update. But I can stream for the emulator today. More girl avatars. Yes, guys, hashtag more girl avatars. I'm all up for it. Hi, everybody. I would like to remind everyone that I am Iconia Angelos. I am the community manager at Gear Games, and I am here to welcome you on the Friday stream. We're live on 3 platforms at the same time. We're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/AOW3RDS. And yeah. Oh, I didn't know that you were a community manager. Now you know, Anaitso. Now you know. Hi, Commander. I hope you can give us a good blueprint of Bison and Atlas. What? I'm not here to give away freebies, guys. I'm not here to give away freebies. I'm here to talk to you about the game. I'm here to bring you guys the latest news. And, more importantly, I am here to break down your battles. So, a few days ago we made a post. The Syndicate wants your battles, I think it was titled. Basically, we asked everyone to submit your tournament and Blitz tournament battles to us, and we received a number of submissions. I wish we received more submissions. You're good as me. You want to buy and sell my account? Okay, for offering, I'm gonna have to ban you. Selling accounts is against the TOS. Goodbye. Why your PvP battle world is 13k? Because I haven't played today yet. It's the first battle of the day, Bones. Has anyone figured out your transcript? Will anyone win the contest? I will say, this is in regards to the analytical contest. The analytical contest is still ongoing. We'll announce the results on the 4th of September. I will not be saying how many answers, if at all, were submitted. But yeah. More comments. Let's check some comments. Maybe if there's something in Facebook. Haha, bro, and hello. Hello, guys. Hello, Facebook guys. Hello, YouTube guys. Hello, everybody. Everyone's requesting for a 1,000 token promo code. Nah, the only people who are going to get 1,000 tokens today are those who submitted their wonderful battle replays. And actually, without further ado, let us start today. Hopefully it will load, because there were some issues loading replays earlier. First battle that I have for you guys today is a tournament battle submitted by Virtuos Ham. I guess he misspelled his name. Virtuos Ham. Let's check once again what they have said on the Google form. Maybe I should have kept it open. That would be pretty smart. Virtuos Ham says, actually, maybe I shouldn't say what happened in this battle. Let's find out what happened in the battle and find out ourselves, because there will be spoilers. If I tell you what happens in the battle, it will be spoilers. So yeah, let's go. Why are there no 4v4 battles? Because it requires people to connect. We want people to connect, to not have connection issues as much as possible, and at most we can have 6 people in the battle right now. This contest is not for everyone. Ordinary people have no idea how to solve it. Is this for IT specialists? It is not for everyone, but just as the creative contest is not for everyone as well, it's for people who can draw. and the analytical contest is for people who can decrypt. So, you know. And it's not even that much. I am not a technician. I'm not a coder or anything. I still am. I am aware of encryption methods, just as a hobby, basically. Panhammer Iconia is back, real. Yeah, this battle is between Virtuosham and Pulsar, and this is a battle at rank 19. This is a battle at rank 19. Battle 19. Classified files tournament. We have Virtuosham is aggressively claiming containers. By the way, if you guys didn't know, containers in this map, there's a lot of them. They all spawn in the same areas. There's always going to be one at the back of your base, two on the back left and back right, and then another container a little bit further on each side. And then here you have a container on this spot, container at this spot, container at this spot, and this spot. Now, these are your side containers, yeah? So these are the containers for your side. There are containers also here and here near the middle, and obviously there are 4 containers spread along the highway road here. They're going to be slightly like different positions, like very so slightly different. So for example, this container could be as close as this factory, like there's a bit of variety in the container placement, but overall you should be trying to focus on collecting containers a lot early game. It's true for every game mode, really. Whoa. I accidentally yeeted my pencil. Alright. My man Iconia is tired of stupid questions so much so that he switched to commentary. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to break down your battles, guys. Breaking down your battles. We promised. Syndicate wants your battles. We're gonna break them down. There's a bit of a fight going on. The red player, Virtuosham, almost gets this container, but Pulsar brings in a few reinforcements and managed to capture it on time. And the first container, the first data cell, always spawns on this side. On your side of the map. It's going to spawn right in front of your base, but all of the subsequent data cells will spawn along the middle road here, and we already see Pulsar sending some infantry to try and collect it. Hi, can I like your videos? Great Angelos on set, can you replay my battle? So guys, the battles we're watching today are submitted in the form. These are already pre-selected by the Syndicate. It's not me. Not my fault. I didn't select these battles. The Syndicate, John Doe, showed up and he was like, you will show these battles on the stream today. And I was like, yes, sir. Please don't kill me, sir. So that's why we're watching these battles, and these players are going to be receiving their rewards. Why 4v4 battle? I'm assuming not in Art of War, because we would have to support 8 players in the same battle first, and we can't do that yet. I have a question regarding the Syndicate hidden message challenge. Did anyone solve it yet? I will not be specifying, once again, if anyone has or has not solved it, because I want to give, I don't want to discourage or demotivate anyone, or vice versa, give false sense of security to people who have submitted their answers. Because if I say no one has submitted it, then people are going to be like, oh, that means that my answer is wrong. I have to redo it. And then they'll go ahead and redo it and spam their answers. And if I say, oh, we already have a lot of answers, then people are going to be like, oh, then there's no point. So go solve it. I'm not going to say that if there are or there are not enough winners yet. So go ahead and solve it. Resistance owns all C. There is no C on this map, so I have no idea what you're talking about. You see the memes, Bison, Kiss, Solaris, Lamal. There are a lot of memes with new heroes. That's pretty funny. I like memes. Hashtag more girl avatars. Absolutely. Hashtag more girl avatars. Alright, I keep yeeting my pencil away. I mean, how does it code it? That will be... It's like, if you want to know what we did, we will be revealing how we did it on the same day we announce results. Or girls avatar on Resistance faction? Why only Resistance? You don't want more girls on the Confed faction? Ooh, this Confed infantry guy actually managed to capture the container. It looks like the Wasp. The Wasp needs to land to start capturing, and it did not land there. It was moving around. Can you still see even if you cover your ears? What? What? What do ears have to do with anything? Will there be a quote avatar? Oh, I wish. I wish. Actually, there was an internal discussion among the developers about avatars some time ago, and somebody brought a study. They studied Steam avatars of their friends, and they said that the ideal avatar, based on what people put on their like profile pictures, is a GigaChat anime cat. So that would be pretty cool. I would use an avatar. I want me as an avatar as well. That would be pretty funny. But I would prefer to have Iconia, my VTuber avatar, because I think it would be cool. What is this? Is this Peace? No, this is not Peace. The Seraphim. Why did it get up? Pulsar is giving questionable orders here. He's ordering his Seraphim to lift off. He's going to just chill here. They're both gonna collect. This is friendship. Look at that. The Resistance is collecting this data cell. Seraphim is collecting that data cell. Ah, nah. Pulsar is like, nah. Friendship is for losers. I want more data. He's gonna kill the rifleman here. So that's pretty cool. Seraphim micro tactics. Yeah, real. Some really good tactics here. Is it common knowledge that you can see when you cover your ears and that you can hear when you close your mouth? Duh. Yeah. I must have been ill-informed in the past. All heroes have their own avatar except Seraphim and Vol. Oh, that's true for now. That's true for now. It's very cool. Nerf miner? I love miners. Don't clip me. The miners that mine in the mines. Just give Vikings wings? Nah. Oh my god, can you imagine? Helicopter Viking. It would like imagine if it could like spin the turret and fly. That would be pretty cool. And then shoot torpedoes. Somehow, I don't know how. Please allow Beholder to scout hidden infantry like Cyclone. It can do that. It can do that. Guys, let's speak English on this stream. This is an English stream. If you try to communicate with me in other languages, I will not appreciate it, because there's a lot of people here who don't speak other languages. So let's all speak in the language that we can all understand. Make Viking torpedoes attack air targets. That would be hilarious. But yeah, so Pulsar is getting quite far ahead. By the way, I'd like to remind you that this replay was submitted by Virtuoz Ham. By the way, I need to align interface. There we go. This replay was submitted by Virtuoz Ham, so the Resistance player has submitted this replay. And so far, the Confederation has had quite an advantage here. Let's see if it's going to keep like this. Ban down the languages. Yeah, for now, yeah. I clipped it, Iconia. No, don't clip it. No, chat. Once again, guys, please communicate with me in English here. This is an English stream. What else? Nerf Dragonfly, please. I don't think Dragonfly needs to be nerfed. I think Dragonfly is a fun unit. It's a fun little helicopter. I like helicopters. Helicopter. I had a really good battle, but submitted it too late. Yeah. Excuse me for a second. I want to sneeze, but I can't. Oh, Beholder can see hidden infantry and disease its activity. No. If it flies over a forest, it should be able to see it. Because I'll show it to you in the workshop. But it does have every unit can detect. So first of all, here's a big piece of knowledge. Every unit has a detection radius of 1. So if you look at the map is split into cells. So for example, these two zoos are located on neighboring cells, and each unit has a detection range of 1. So if there is an infantry in the forest and a Zeus is right next to it, it will detect. Some units though have higher detection radius, and this detection radius can be checked in the workshop. And you can see the Beholder detection radius and the Cyclone detection radius in the workshop. There's a battle happening here. Virtuoz Ham decided to move out. He is deploying a nuclear missile on top of Pulsar's Zeus. And look, where did they go? I have no idea where they go. Where did they go? Seraphim is gonna go down in a second as well. I haven't seen the Beholder active, but I don't think it's actually been that useful here. I don't think it was used correctly at the very least, because it hasn't really done anything. Obviously, the advantage here is clear that the Virtuos here has a Leviathan. But Pulsar managed to get 11 data cells. He's getting quite close to victory, even though he's at a disadvantage army-wise, because Virtuos Ham has the Leviathan, he has the Chameleon. But at 11 out of 14, if these data cells spawn here and this army doesn't move, then there's a very real chance that he's going to lose the battle completely. Beholder, the Wasp is here engaged in a battle with a single assault, but yeah. Armando Correa and Kasem Ayham, please chat in English. This is an English-speaking stream. There will be no more warnings after this. This is the last warning, guys. Speak English in the stream. This is an English-speaking stream. If people don't understand you, you can't get answers if people don't understand you. So I don't even understand what's the point. What's the point of you communicating in other languages? Iconia throughout the tournament that Trace is hosting, his game is lagging, freezes during the stream. It's like a slideshow. Trace is unstable. What's going on with your game? I think the game is fine, but there are some regions where the connection is less stable than others. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. I leaked the clip in the Discord. Just kidding, no. You play a 3v3 or tournament replay. This is going to be a replay. So we're going to be checking out your guys' replays. So here it looks like actually the Resistance player is claiming some more containers. He's catching up. Maybe I should have been looking at this Leviathan, because he has destroyed a few buildings here and landed a nuke, but he's going to go down to Seraphim now, finally. Okay, when I chat English and Russian stream, I get banned immediately. What's happening here? I mean, sometimes I ban people immediately for speaking other languages than English, but it just depends on the mood, I guess. Sometimes I see a lot of players in the Russian chat speaking English and they don't get banned. Hashtag more girl avatars. Hashtag more girl avatar. Speak English, so you people. Yes, please. Can you confirm the same about Beholder Scout to find infantry from the audience? We'll look at it from the workshop as soon as this battle is over. Resistance. Oh, look at that. Actually, the Seraphim here takes out the Coyote, and that allows the Assault to collect another data cell over here on the right side. This is exactly what I was talking about. These data cells spawning in the wrong side of the map is going to make it difficult for Virtuos Ham to actually secure his lead. He's still only at 8 out of 14. He needs 14. He needs 7. No, he needs 6 more data cells, and his opponent only needs 2 more. Oh, Solaris lasers coming out there. Not that amazing. It doesn't take out any of the Chameleon, which would be really, really valuable here. Starts taking damage from the Salamander. The shield circle, for some reason I can't see it. Is moving into the fog and then turns around. It's a bit of a miss-micro situation. At this point, if your unit is going into the fog, you might as well let it. But does actually manage to survive this Solaris. I can't see the shield circle for some reason. It's a bit of a replay bug here. Both players are disengaging. Once again, a Jaguar is going on this side of the map to try to make sure that these data cells are not collected, but oh no, now Virtuos realizes he is in real danger because the Seraphim takes out the Jaguar. There's another data cell being collected by the Assault. Seraphim captures second to last data cell. There's only one data cell required now. He just needs to stall for time here, maybe for this Assault, to try to make sure that he can collect this data cell, but oh, the Salamander takes it out. Salamander takes out the Assault. This would be the loss right there, I think, for Virtuos Ham, if he didn't do that there. Alright. Does everyone who submit a battle get 1,000 tokens participation reward? No. Iconia, will you play Resistance? I have a secret alt account that I play on Resistance on right now, but it's very low rank. Right now I'm playing on the event as Confederation, because I want to advance my Confederation account. What about new features? So, we're working on the Legendary League. Legendary League is probably going to be the next big feature we release, but it's in development. Maybe it's going to be coming out in a couple months from now. Iconia, please play Resistance. I am, like I said, already answered that. There will be more events coming, obviously, and there will be a balance update. Two balance updates coming soon. 2 balance updates. Man, why do I want to get a mole diagram at every event? I mean, you don't like mole? How dare you say you don't like mole? You take these words back. You want the mole. Who like to do assault rush during the beginning of the battle. I mean, surprisingly enough, this is the kind of tactic that still works for a lot of people. And actually, I've been farming data cells on Wednesday on my own personal stream. And some people in the chat were like, "Oh, why don't you just rush? Just rush hammer assault, and you know, win every battle." And I'm like, I don't do that. I weirdly enough, I don't know how to rush. I don't know how to rush with units. I prefer making like high tier units myself. Big battle happening in the middle of the map, by the way. The Leviathan was kind of by itself, but it did manage to land a good nuke. The Solaris laser only takes out the Chameleon, but there's nothing underneath this Chameleon. The army is actually back here, and now it is going to be deploying that Chameleon. But there, the data cell just appeared behind the Confederate army, and the Confederate player has already started collecting it. Ooh, this is going to be pretty tight. I feel like the Resistance player might actually lose this battle here, all things considered. The lack of scouting on this side really is going to ruin it. I mean, it should give away, right? Your opponent is not really bringing anything here. That must mean that all these units are here. He's actually going to lose this battle. It's going to be 13-14, but he is going to lose this battle. Very interesting. Good game, though. Good game from both Pulsar and Virtuos Ham. And thank you, Virtuos Ham, for submitting this replay. It was really fun to watch. It was a really good background. And for that, he will receive 1,000 tokens. Well, GG, but Salamander Imba. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Depends on your playstyle. Depends on what you like. When will the player profile be updated to confuse the number of face-to-face fights? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Face-to-face fights? Like 1v1? I'm not sure what you mean. Like miners. Yeah, mole. Mole is a good miner. I like the mole. I like my mole. Gunfed wasted his chance by winning, but I mean, he did win. Close battle. Very close. One new event. Well, sometime after the next one. Iconia, can I send a battle ID? It's too late. It's too late, guys. I don't need your battle IDs now. It's too late. You already wasted your chance. You should have been paying attention to the social media. Didn't think that was going to obtain for a losing battle. Well, that was the conditions for the contest, that particular contest. There's not going to be another chance like that. Let's have a look at what I was talking about earlier, the Beholder and the Forest Detection. So, if you go to the Beholder, or any unit, and open Core, you will see that the Beholder has a detection of units in the forest in cells. So, my Beholder at class 5, has a radius of detection of units in forest of 2. Let's compare that to a Cyclone. I bet Cyclone would be like 3. 4. A Cyclone has a detection radius of 4. But obviously Cyclone Beholder, when it has the maximum view range at class 5, it's 14. Cyclone's max view range is only 12. And also, obviously the Cyclone can't scan for vulnerabilities. Was that present box? You're right. This is the first purchase bonus. So if you, since I didn't purchase the currency. I did buy a special offer, but I never purchased gold or tokens. So if you buy credits, tokens, or gold, you get double the amount. If you're buying for the first time, and that's what this symbol is for. True strong Beholder for free-to-play account, says Dynamites. Sure thing, buddy. I don't know how many events you've played, but I've played every single event. That's why I have so many blueprints. Classified 6 Beholder is not that hard to get. It is really not that hard to get, especially like It depends on your luck with blueprints. Like my Cerberus is class 5. If I only got Cerberus blueprints, I think my Cerberus would be like class 7. But since I was getting kind of 50-50 on Cerberus and Beholder, it's just like this. I think I was getting more Beholder than Cerberus, actually. Anyway, let's go to the next battle. This is another tournament replay. And I will show you guys a promo code. Whoa! Awesome Battle 16! Awesome Battle... Oh, actually, I'm gonna put this promo code myself. Awesome Battle 16. Pew. Avatars are extremely expensive. Do you have any statistics? How many players have purchased by the Atlas Avatar? Seems to be that no one. People have purchased them. I have myself seen... Like, you can actually go... the easiest way to check is you can go to ratings. I'm pretty sure I've seen people with the new avatars here. I've seen at least one person with Bison, and I've seen at least one person with Atlas. But you also have to consider that you're not buying the avatars, right? It's not that the avatars are expensive. The avatars themselves don't cost that amount. You're buying the other things that the whole thing includes, yeah? Not in personal rating, I guess. The people in personal rating, like it's either like, I mean, there's a good variety of avatars actually. Look at that. There's a lot of people with very, very different avatars. There's a Wasp avatar. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Beholder avatar here in the list as well somewhere. Lots of dragons. Many dragons. Lots of jokers. There's a Salamander avatar. I'm getting distracted, chat. I'm getting distracted by the avatar. Girl gamer, Ayelet. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, maybe it was the tournament here? Tournament ratings? Whoop. I don't remember where I've seen it. Well, it doesn't matter. The amount of people who have expensive avatars in general is quite low because the cost is really pretty prohibitive, yeah? But at the same time, like I said, it's not that people don't buy avatars, yeah? So like if you go look at this offer, where is it? Where's the main offer? Let's upgrade the hero. Oh, maybe it's already over. Yeah, it's already over, chat. Can't even get it anymore. The main offer is already ended. But yeah, you would get like a bunch of things with the avatar. You're not buying the avatar itself. Check out top clans in the tournament. Yeah, maybe. Clans. Wait, but why would I check out the clans? We were talking about avatars. Maybe it was the Blitz. I don't remember. I know I've seen an Atlas and I know I've seen a Bison, but it was a while back. Where's my waifu avatar? I wish. We need Arcanite's avatar? Absolutely. Can I send a battle ID in Twitch chat? Yeah, no, guys. I already have. John Doe told me you will watch these battles, and I'm like, okay, I watch these battles. So let's go watch some battles. Showed you a promo code already. Let's have a next one. This is also a tournament battle. We have a rank 17 versus a rank 19. All of you guys, to all you people complaining about a rank difference ruining your games, we're gonna have this Confederation player prove that even 2 ranks behind you can still win. Let's have a good one. Or maybe he will lose. Who knows? Why is 0 permit required in your account for tournament? Because I have the VIP pass. If you get the VIP battle pass for the tournament, the first battle of the day costs 0 instead of, what is it, 2? 2. So yeah, go get the for events specifically. You don't have to buy the tournament battle pass like between events. Screw that. For events, buy the tournament battle pass. It's gonna be pretty cool. Or made his price to avatars. I mean, dude, once again, is it the price of the avatars or the things that you get with the avatars? Because the avatar is only a bonus. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Vishal, welcome, welcome. Like, the avatars themselves, it's very difficult to say how much are people willing... we cannot say, rather. We cannot say right now because avatars are sold as part of a pack, and a pretty hefty pack. You get a lot of resources with those packs. It's difficult to say how much of a driving force is an avatar in regards of when people make a decision to buy the pack. How much of that is I want that avatar, and how much is I want the things that are in that pack that aren't just avatars. Yeah. So we would have to. People have some ideas on how to sell, on how to check how much people do really value avatars. For example, we could sell a pack with avatars and then sell a pack without an avatar and see how much the avatar really affects it. But right now, it's difficult to assess how much an avatar actually costs. But yeah, artist, I believe that's how you, or like if you're not speaking Russian, this would be just apt. But actually, Russian speakers in the audience would know that this is read as artist. So artist and Yeremei are gonna be facing off against each other on the same map as last time, the highway, and this is still once again classified fast tournament. I already spoke about what should you be doing on this tournament a little bit. But actually, by the way, how many of you guys read the post we made on social media with tips for beginners for competitive modes? Can game gold be exchanged for real gold? Absolutely not. Never. Nobody thinks about all the goods you get before the avatar. I mean, maybe they do. I would be thinking. I would be thinking about the things I would get before the avatar as well. A lot of assaults are coming in to surround these poor riflemen here. I mean, these riflemen, they do have to turn. It's not really, the turn speed isn't usually much of a statistic in Art of War, but you still have to take into account that it does exist. Units do still have to turn around physically to start shooting. Maybe that allowed them to secure the advantage here. I mean, there's also just a lot of assaults. There's a lot of assaults around here, guys. Bold of you to think I can read. Understandable, understandable. You think the code is cheapskates? I mean, dude, if you don't want the code, you don't have to put it in. If the avatar is purchased at its status, buff, some kind of a buff. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but I would like more. I would like more customizations in general, not just avatars. Yeah. Token discounts? No, don't expect it, guys. We already had it in the Summer Heat event. Like Command and Conquer, man. Why Art of War is like that? I mean, it is very similar to classic RTS. Yeah. Yeah. You think they'd sell? I mean, yeah, but I don't know how much I like the idea of that. Maybe they would sell. Maybe they would sell. Oops. But also, I don't know. Personally, I don't like the idea because an avatar is an expression of your it's like a way to express yourself as a player, right? Will there be official rewards tournaments among players with monetary rewards in the future? That's possible. I mean, we have Art of War Masters right now that has non-monetary prizes right now, non-monetary rewards. We are going to have I can say this on the stream, but not really, like, it's not really going to be covered in English social media, but we're going to be hosting an event in Moscow as a bit of a test ground, yeah? A bit of a testing ground for like an offline event for Art of War. That one will have still non-monetary. It will have a tournament, but not with monetary prizes once again. Maybe in the future we'll make some other tournament as well. Maybe when we have like more proper tournaments, we'll have monetary prizes. But once again, we don't want to force. So a lot of game developers make a mistake by forcing or trying to force an esports scene. Like a lot of MOBA games, if you're a gamer, a lot of MOBA games are launching and then they go, okay, we are gonna host a $3 million tournament for our new game that just launched that people aren't even playing yet, really. It has to be natural. We can't just force a esports scene to appear. So, yeah. When shaders in order for 3. I don't know what you mean by that. More girl avatars. Hashtag more girl avatars. Will there be a button to take me to the upper echelons of society wealth-wise? That is a very philosophical question. I don't know how to answer that. But yeah, so far, Artist is collecting a lot of data cells. He's built himself... See, when I was talking about last game, about hammers and assaults, I don't think I would be able to really play like this. But it seems that it's working for Artist so far. He has managed to collect himself a lot of data cells. 7 out of 14 already halfway to victory, and at the same time Yereme forgot to finish collecting this data cell in the middle. He's only at 2. He does have a pretty sizable army though, and it does have a salamander supporting it, so I think these units are going to, scientifically speaking, eat it. Shaders are an add-on for more realistic graphics. Oh, you mean like those shaders? I mean, it's debatable if they even make the game look better. In my opinion, since I have a Windows version of the game, people can do reshade. You know, if you know what reshade is, you can use reshade to like install custom shaders. There's a lot of issues with shaders. It can make the game run a lot worse. Because unoptimized, you have to optimize the shaders to make it really good, to make it really look good. It will really make it look... It doesn't even really make the game look that much better on mobile devices, because a lot of mobile devices still use graphics that are a bit dated. I mean, there's powerful mobile devices, obviously. Oh, I dropped my pencil again. I think it would make it worse for mobile. Yeah, exactly. I think it would make it worse for mobile, so I don't think so. The older scout here should have better range to find infantry in the cyclone, at least. I think I agree with you. I agree with you on that. An option to view point of view of units in replay mode for YouTube videos. You severely overestimate the textures of our game. Oh! Artist lost his assault vehicle factory, but look at that beautiful capture though! That's the entire attacking army. I was busy talking, but Yereme has attacked the artist's base directly, and he did take out one of the vehicle factories, the one that produced the zoos, but Epsion just came out and Giga Chad Scion completely turned its all on its head. And now suddenly Yereme has lost 5 Jaguars. How many resources did she just lose? That's like... I can't count. 1,200. I think it's 1,200. Control point captured. Is it a good idea to go HQ level 4 in a tournament? It could be. I think it would be a really good idea for higher ranks only. It's like Star League probably. But usually I think people play off of HQ like 2 or 3 in these kind of situations. When will the next Art of War Masters come? I think it will be November, because we've hosted one in May, and we would like to host one every 6 months. So May plus 6 months is November. So let's assume it's going to be November. Hopefully it's going to be November. I want it to be November. Where can we submit our genuine suggestions or issues with the game and keep track? There is a Discord channel for game submissions. It's called Submit Your Game Idea. If you go check the description of the video, of the stream, look at how many hammers this is! Oh, another Psion. Oh no, that's so good for the... so good for the artist, because look, there was a bunch of infantry around these tanks, and the mind control actually captured perfectly. It captured all the vehicles here. It was so good, the enemy just gave up. Oh no. Bro just gave up from that. Oh my god. That's beautiful. So now since Yereme surrendered, Artist has free reign on collecting the rest of the data cells. Well, not the rest of the data cells. He might actually... Let's see if he gets all 14. Because there's 3 minutes. By the way, props to Yereme for surrendering and not blowing up his base. Because blowing up your base is for losers. Fantastic use. Yeah, 2 Psion actives and they were both perfect. How'd you identify the ones qualifying for Art of War Masters? We have a few ideas. We have ideas for qualifiers. No, nothing. I'm not going to say anything yet, though. Yeah, it looks like he's actually going to be able to collect the 14 data cells here. Awesome. Props to Yereme, by the way, for, once again, for not leaving. And props to Artist for submitting such an amazing battle. Thank you. Thank you for the great fight. And as a reminder, he's going to get 1,000 tokens for it. Next battle. We have a couple more battles here prepared for you guys. A few more, rather. A few more. GG to rank 17. And yeah, I would like to remind him, he was going 17 to 19. 17. Artist was ranked 17. He went against the ranked 19 player. And he won. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Really strong moves. Powerful plays. 2 absolute game changers. Absolute game changers there. Alright. Next one. This one submitted by Grey Hat. Some of you may know Grey Hat. Some of you may know Har. And today we're going to see a battle between those in the Blitz duel. What? Say or I leak your top secret? Nah, I'm not going to say it. Not going to say anything about the qualifiers right now. How many more replays? A couple. A few more replays. So, Grey Hat in command of the Confederation forces. Har in command of the Resistance forces. This is duel. Duel Blitz is already over, and unfortunately we don't really have good submissions for the ongoing Weakest Link tournament. We had like 1 person submit the replay, but it was 5 Confederates, and I was like, this is not really going to be fun to watch 5 Confederates fighting. His cat is not fully safe, he'll eventually lend him to me. Nah, I never said that. Using the debug when placing buildings quickly in development mode time, buildings overlaid with each other. That's a connection issue. Sometimes it happens even to me, but it's a connection issue, unfortunately. I played duel and I won, but I forgot about this and I regret being lazy. Damn, unlucky. Yeah, you could have had 1,000 tokens. Look at that. That's a lot. Har has opted to go for a lot of snipers, some dragonflies, grenadiers, Wolverine, and porcupines. So porcupines are here to protect him, obviously, against any cyclones that could be potentially coming. I've heard cyclone spamming is actually pretty good in this tournament for in this Blitz tournament, I mean, for because you can produce a lot of them really quickly. But also, you know, that's why Har went for the porcupine. His Wolverine is gonna go down. Cerberus from Grey Hat jumps into the fray, into all the snipers. And it looks like the first round is going to go through the Confederation, and it's not really to be... nothing to be surprised of, to be honest, because I think that the first round is pretty Confed favored, in my opinion. In my opinion, Confed is... first round is Confed favored, because you can't go for Jaguars in the first round, you can only go for, like, Armadillos. So I think Har tried to do what he could with what he had, and unfortunately it was not quite good enough to beat Grey Hat. So Har is still trying, not for the lack of trying. He's still trying to maneuver around with these armadillos. He's moving around. There's a lot of fortresses left, but not... Maybe that's what he's thinking. There's not a lot of hammers left. There's a lot of fortresses, not a lot of hammers left. So maybe that he's thinking that he can make something happen with these armadillos, but these are getting quite low HP, and there are still hammers around. So I suppose he's going to be pushed back into his base. If I was Har right now, I would be saving for the next round, but it looks like he's going to continue producing units. Not sure how good of an idea that is, considering he's getting pushed back into his base. Cerberus makes it easy for Confederate in the first round. Yeah, it's pretty good. Cerberus is pretty good for the first round, absolutely. A new grey hat for posting codes that makes his viewers hard to get it. What? Armadillo needs legs too. Yeah, Armadillo needs legs, guys. Armadillo needs more armor, you think? I think damage would be more accurate, and not even like Armadillo. By the way, guys, fun little trivia fact: equal upgrades up until Diamond League, I think. Up until Diamond League, Armadillo actually beats Hammer 1v1 if the upgrades are equal. But the issue is, it's not just going to be hammers. It's like, right? Hammers are cheaper. And also, they take less command points, so you would really struggle to mass the same amount of hammers as you would massing the same amount of armadillos, which is why it feels a bit weaker as a unit in a lot of situations. But armadillos are still pretty cool in poggers. Hammers and Fortress, it's hard to beat in Rocket Man. Well, it looks like Har has actually pushed the Grey Hat off the point. He managed to do it. Grey Hat has amassed a significant force here, though. There is no Cerberus in this army. There's just a bunch of, well, HQ2 units. So, let's see how it's gonna go. Cerberus was just produced. Fire Assaults are jumping in. Hammers are rolling forward. Fortresses are rolling forward. He's still just holding on to the point. Looks like the point of this push isn't necessarily to destroy Har's forces, even though he's doing a pretty good job at it. It is to keep him off the point, because as long as he manages to keep this point for just 20-30 more seconds, he will have the round. Cerberus is now on the objective. It's gonna be for Grey Hat for sure now, for sure. There was a bit of a chance here though, where there was a bit of a moment here where Har has pushed Grey Hat off the point. Maybe if he captured this flag, he would be able to. Maybe he would be able to hold because the flag. Remember, the flag does give a damage bonus to units in the area. Oh, oops. Rank 19 to 22 sometimes to skip producing Armadillo in minigame. It's possible. You can skip Armadillo in some situations, obviously. I've just seen Armadillos a lot. Gonna leak the clip of Iconia because Iconia isn't gonna say it. Yeah. I think Armadillo can still be a pretty powerful unit. But I can understand if you want to skip it. Like, I used to swear by the hammer a lot, and the hammer has been really, really good to me in Gold League so far. But now that I'm approaching Diamond, up to Gold League, it was really good. Hammer was awesome. But now that I'm approaching Diamond League, I'm finding myself really not liking Hammer as much as I used to before. And it's really, it really made me like Zeus a lot more, because with upgrades, the Zeus becomes just so much more resource efficient than the Hammer it is. But also, that just comes down to my play style. If you play with the hammers, if you can handle the hammer, absolutely go for it, buddy. Armadillo is supposed to counter Fortress, but it's hard to destroy by Armadillo. I mean, it just has a lot of health. Fortress just has a lot of health. Yeah. Yeah. You need the button to use Force Fire in a wider area like Thor, unlike the single point Force Fire. It's really easy to just press the button again, though. I don't know. With the Thor, you can't retarget it. With the Force Fire, you can tap as many buttons as you want. Ooh, this is not good for Grey Hat. His army is completely out of position. He's about to get nailed against this hard wall here. You can see there are buildings on this side, and yeah, there's mammoths here in the way. These units have been caught out of position. The torrents are not deployed. The Zeus were just moving around. The Cerberus is cut off from its reinforcements. This is completely over for Grey Hat in this round. At least at the beginning of this round, he's definitely going to go to Har. Miners, yeah, there's a mole. There's a mole here. There's a mole. We love the mole. We love miners in this chat. Try hammer plus shield plus scouting boost. I mean, I don't know how fast shield moves, but it feels like it moves slower than the hammer. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. We'll have to check in the workshop. And you know though, Grey Hat, he did get some data cells, so that's still good. That's still good for him. There was a bit of an issue. Yeah, there was not. It wasn't a micro issue. It was a macro issue. It was a macro issue. With the army moving and Har making use of the fact that it was moving in the wrong way. Can I ask if you really had the idea of implementing an update to add weather events to the game? We won't do that because it affects clarity too much. Basically, if you've seen other games that have weather effects, none of the strategy games have really implemented weather effects. Well, latest example is Stormgate. Stormgate, I don't know if you guys seen Stormgate. It's a PC game, but if you've played any of the maps that have like rain or snow, are god awful to play on because the lightning, like the thunder flashes all the time and it's dark and you can't see anything. Same goes for like levels that are taking place inside of facilities and it's just dark. It's just dark, like the dark filter on everything. You can barely see anything on the screen. And think about it. We have a mobile game on your mobile screens. It's already sometimes difficult to see. A lot of people are complaining that they can't hit units with their fingers. They can't hit buttons with their fingers on the devices. We're also going to be adding weather effects to it. Nah. No weather effects, guys. At the very most, maybe some very, very light effects like the clouds, but that's it. As we also send the units by patrol mode, but they go to a point without firing. Can I ask, I've seen 10v10 videos, hammers destroy armadillos. Shield is indeed slower than the hammer. Yeah, I think it's slower. Zeus looks helpless against Bison, gives some armor to Zeus. No, Zeus is not helpless against Bison. Bison is a very powerful hero. And you will be losing units to it. You will be losing units to it, absolutely. Aren't clouds the game? Yeah, I was comparing to the clouds. I said like cloud. But yeah, you will be losing Zeus to the Bison. You need to make more. You need to make a lot of units. You cannot expect 5... Like, let's turn it around. Do you expect 5 Jaguars to beat Atlas or Solaris? Nah. Well, the weather reflection was the wrong decision. I'm sorry, I don't understand this comment. I don't get it. I'm really sorry. People with big fingers and tiny fingers. Yeah. Anime honkers, sir? A completely unrelated message to anything, but I approve. Yes. Anyways, one Dragonfly beats Solaris. Yeah. Yeah, true. This is a true statement. Anyway, round 3. So second round went to Har, as is to be once again expected, since you know, it usually goes to the resistance. The second round. I feel like the second round is the resistance favorite. Third round is where it's at. Third round is where we have HQ level 4. We have access to tier 3 heroes. Let's see what's gonna happen. We have Solaris, Shields, Scion, Cerberus coming out here. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time to be a Confed player, but at the same time, Mole, Wolverine, Leviathan. We'll see. One Cyclone beats Bison. Yeah, true. Chameleons are getting activated. This Jagger is already on the point. I mean, if you can secure this flag before your opponent arrives, it will be a damage buff. It's still a damage bonus, guys. It's still a damage bonus. Hope the macros torrent, right? Hopefully so, yeah. The flag has been captured, but now it's left unprotected. You probably don't want to leave the flag unprotected like this. You need to make sure that you're actually like using the flag bonus, the flag capture bonus. Is there any air unit? There's a couple of Thors on Grey Hat's base, and there are a few Hawks on Har's base, but no air has been used so far. Common attack is being popped by Grey Hat. Har is holding onto his boosts. Solaris shot is fired. The Thors are now flying out, and they're going to be landing bombs, completely whiffing their payload here. The Leviathan is taking a ton of damage, lands a nuke on top of the units covered by the shield. I'm not sure what this Psion is doing. It's going to be... It does use its active ability. Managed to stun them all and capture a couple of vehicles, but it's not really going to be enough to do anything. The Hawks are coming in, and they're going to be focusing down on the Solaris. They are kind of clumped, though. They're going to be taking a ton of damage from the Typhoons. They're going down. Lost 4 Hawks immediately. It looks like there's just too much meat remaining on the Confederate bones to do anything for Har, and he's going to be forced off the flag. And this Hawk is also going to go down. It was getting a little mismicro. Maybe it should be going back to base. Maybe Har decides to sacrifice it to free up some of the command points for more ground units instead. Leviathan does survive. Har pops a common production boost. And Grey Hat pops a advanced supply boost. A lot of these units are kind of just sitting in the middle now. A bit of a mistake, I would say. I would like these units to be spread around. I think what I would be doing is popping, take position, select all the zoos, take position, and then form a concave around. I don't know if you can see the mouse cursor. Hopefully you can. But what you want to be doing is forming a concave, which is a kind of like this shape, so that all of your units can fire at the advancing enemy. You want to be shooting the enemy from multiple flanks. You want to be putting your units in a concave. In this situation, Grey Hat opts to go for a line. Without any proper scouting, I would say that this is not really a good idea. I'd put my units in the concave and leave scouts around the back here, because that way you can see if you're getting flanked or not. He made a formation now. I'm not sure I like... God damn it. I'm not sure I like this formation, though. This formation is definitely pretty questionable. The Typhoons are intermingled with the Zeus when they really have enough range to be the second line. So Zeus, Typhoon, Torrent would probably be something I would try to do. But yeah. The Microcyclone might win. Dragonfly is easy micro win. What do you mean micro? Neither Bison nor Solaris can shoot up. What micro do you need? Leviathan uses its active ability. Gonna land a nuclear missile on some of the Confederation units. Har is moving in. He's got a chameleon. A ton of grenadiers. A couple of tanks. The Thors are going in for a bombing run. Once again, they whip their payload completely, and Har opts to leave this match. Well then. Well. Transmission seems not to be live. The code has already been placed on the Art of War WhatsApp channel. What? Bro, what are you talking about? Dude, I put this code down like 30 minutes ago. Of course it's gonna be spread over all the chat. Even if your live chases are questionable, your Art of War 3 formation shouldn't be. Good game to Grey Hat, though. Thank you for Grey Hat for submitting this battle once again. We're gonna be going into the next one. Without further ado, already spent quite a lot of time just yapping. Might be speeding past some of the earlier games, some of the early game stuff since we've already seen it. But this is another tournament. We got a ranked 21 player, Meo Kung FFA. I hope I pronounced this correctly. Versus Seraphim from Bro Clan. 2 ranked 21 players. I'm gonna be duking it out in a tournament battle. Unfortunately, the other 2 battles, the 2 battles that are left are gonna be tournament battles, since we don't really have good replays submitted into the forum from other game modes. But yeah. Let's speed past some of the early stuff. I'm gonna be doing speed 3 while players are collecting their containers and doing deployment stuff. And off we go. Will you play the new Blitz tournament? I might, but not on the stream. Not on the stream today. I personally don't really like weakest link. Hi Iconia, hi Louis. Or Louis. Louis. Please speak English on the stream. Meow Kong basically means kitty. Oh, that's so cute! That's so cute. Alright. Both players are collecting their containers and getting their first data cells. We've got an engagement here in the middle. A hammer and some assaults are coming forward to try to contest, but there's just a lot of units. Look at that. Look at this. Like, if it was just riflemen, these wouldn't be able to do anything, but because there's some armadillos here as well, the armadillo does give enough, like, firepower in the back to just kind of keep shooting, yeah? It's, like, pretty good at shooting. We have Cerberus, and a couple more units are coming in here to try to contest the container collection. What I do like about this battle, by the way, is Meokung's tendency to use patrol mode to collect these containers and not hold position, for example. But the early game push from Seraphim here, trying to maybe deal some damage to the enemy infrastructure, maybe take out some of the factories, maybe take out something. Some units that are getting produced, but Meokung has sniper towers in place, and his buildings seem to be pretty thick, so it's pretty good. Kitty versus Seraphim? Yeah, it's Kitty versus Seraphim. I bet Meokung wants a cat avatar to be in the game. But yeah, look at this. It looks like ants. They're ants collecting the data cells. It's pretty funny. He managed to deflect the early push from Seraphim pretty quickly, pretty easily, pretty effortlessly, and he goes back to the middle to collect more of the data cells. There's also a thing called autocollect. What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean like that? Yeah. I think blue is weaker than red. Red artillery is kind of powerful. I think both factions have their strengths and weaknesses. Oh. Oop. Let's slow down this battle a little bit. Slow down, chat. Slow down. We've got a bit of a battle going on. Meokung has collected 6 data cells. Seraphim collected 3 data cells. There is vertexes on the field. They're attacking the resistance army here. This Wolverine is revved up, is going at it against the Zeus. The Psion is here in control of the middle of the map. Looks like the resistance is going to lose their army here. There are units being ordered back at home, including a Leviathan, by the way. Check this out. We have a Leviathan here being produced. The Wolverine does go down to vertexes, and these vertexes would have flown past the base far enough to spot that this prototype factory is producing, and it is tier 3. So I'm assuming the Seraphim should know what's coming. He does have 4 vertexes against it. I think 4 is not going to be enough to take out the Leviathan, but we'll see about that. Annoying ants when they spam. Yeah, ants are pretty annoying. I get it. I get you. Penny, would you replay new Blitz tournament battles? The replays are already set in stone. Bit of a lull in the battle here. Players are collecting their data cells. Look, Seraphim is currently in control of the middle of the map. I'll wait for Meokung to move out into the middle here. The vertexes are here poking at some of the factories, but this special vehicle factory is quite thick, quite sturdy. It's not really going to go down easily. Not for the lack of trying, though. Seraphim keeps trying to poke at it with his vertexes. He does have, Meokung has air raid warning here, so these porcupines are going to be shooting pretty far, and all the vertexes go down. So, pretty excellent air defense here from the resistance player here. Pretty good. And at the same time, there are a lot of Confederate spam units coming out of Seraphim. Not a lot of actually good units by minute 10, though. I would say for Star League, for 10 minutes in, I'd like to see more Zeus, definitely. Maybe like a shield. Where is the shield? I have no idea. Special Vehicle Factory is still level 1 only. Headquarters still level 3 only. At the same time, Meokung is playing HQ 4. So I think that the Seraphim is at a clear disadvantage here. He might be trying to save up for an HQ 4 here. But he might have overinvested a little bit in these hammers, because these hammers aren't really going to do much against this army now. Check this out. What is he going to do? These hammers are standing still. These hammers aren't even doing anything at all. A nuke is going to go off, but the army is already moving back, so it's not going to hit anything. One Zeus is getting hit by it. You overestimate everything Resistance has and underestimate everything Confed has. Yeah, true. Always players to swear one faction has a unit which is best. Real. The only one in Twitch chat? You are still the chat. You're still chat. Seraphim does not use his resources. Yeah, he's kind of not using any of his resources. I would expect this to have a headquarters level upgrade at the very least, but he's focusing on the micro right now. The Confederation units are moving in. There's no more ground units left. I think there was a Psion active since there's Porcupine is now shooting at the Leviathan. Might have missed it here. Porcupine is firing at his own Leviathan, dealing like negative damage to it. Seraphim pops a common defense boost, and Mekong pops a common attack boost. These vertexes are back in action. They are going to be firing at the Leviathan. They're going to be dealing significant damage to it, actually. Even though there is a Porcupine here supporting it. And obviously Leviathan does have its own anti-air. It manages to take out a vertex, but I think it's going to go down to this... Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Oh, it takes out all the remaining vertexes as well. Wow, Leviathan anti-air imba. Now it's flying a little close to those Zeus, I think, though, because the Zeus do actually have the rocket launchers, so they can shoot up. And they do finish off this Leviathan. Very interesting, very interesting. I like that negative damage. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't know what that Porcupine was doing. Oh, this guy. Goodbye. All right. 7 to 10 data cells wise, Seraphim is still in the lead concerning the amount of data cells he has collected, and he's gonna get another one in the bank. Miakung managed to capture a data cell here. Seraphim captures another one there. Next data cell is going to be spawning in the middle. There's a single automatic turret valiantly protecting the spawn of the data cell. Mole is... There's a fight kind of like away from the objective. The Mole is drilling down the Zeus. Oh my god, look at that. Holy. That was just like one attack. Dude. Iconia, if you sign on units, how will the upgrades be on units? You will be stealing them as is. You're stealing their units as they are. That was cool though. The Mole drilled through that Zeus like it's butter. That was cool, that was cool. Now it's gonna go down though. It's gonna go down. It was already very low HP and I'm assuming no passive left, so it's gonna really go down. But it's gonna really do its job. It tanked a few more shots from these heavy assaults from the Zeus. Now the Psion is back here though. Managed to land a stun on an automatic turret and a Zeus, a Jagger that immediately blew up. Imagine having to just sit and wait while the enemy slowly destroys your base. I mean, creepy lonely guy, you can just quit. There's a surrender button. If you click here, there's a surrender button. You don't have to stay and watch. You can just surrender. I can't even tell who's winning right now. It looks like Miakung is forced to retreat, but he does have reinforcements coming up, and so does Seraphim, but to a lesser extent, to a much lesser extent. Still no HQ level 4, which is a big disadvantage. I think over time it's really going to. Ooh. Psion active, captures a few infantry units and a Porcupine. These Grenadiers are going to start firing at the Porcupine. Psion is still in the middle as well. Remember, it does have that attack slowdown, so that it's still a really good. It's like a big piece of meat that just sits there and slows attack. Really powerful that way. Cerberus is also just tanking a ton of damage. Pops its shield. Wolverine is holding onto the data cell in the middle, and at the same time, on the left side of the map, another data cell is coming. Psion is coming to secure it. While it's very low HP to participate in the actual fight, it can still kind of like move over there and you know, participate in the capture. 12 to 9 data cell wise. Miakung and Seraphim are cutting it pretty close here, I would say. But Seraphim is still quite ahead. If this time catches another data cell, it will be only one data cell to go for the Confederation player. It's really could be anyone's game still, considering that Miakung, I would say, has a stronger he definitely has a stronger position, technically speaking. If this was a normal 1v1, he would be a stronger position because he has HQ4 and Seraphim does not have HQ4, he only has HQ3, but the objective wise, Seraphim has an advantage. Another data cell goes to Miakung. The Psion gets eliminated by, I'm assuming, the Leviathan, and now this data cell is also going to go to Miakung. A fight in the middle is just never ending. This fight in the end, in the middle is just never ending. Okay, I'm just going to start banning people who don't speak English. Guys, this is an English stream. Respect your peers. Tanky Leviathan? Yeah, this Leviathan is pretty tanky. Stan is reaching his particles decay and is dying faster. How many more events left are until the new year? I believe we already mentioned this before, but there's gonna be... Well, obviously, you guys know there's gonna be a Halloween event, and there's gonna be a New Year's event. Well, you said before, until New Year's, but we're gonna be having 2 more events. So there's gonna be 3 more events until the New Year's event. Vertex are very influential, I would say. What if someone speaks part English, part Russian? What, in a comment? How do you expect people to understand that? The point is, we want to speak the same language so that we can all understand each other here, okay? I want everybody to understand me, and I want everyone to understand everyone else in the chat. So that's why we are communicating in English. This is an English stream. Especially considering that the Russian audience has the privilege of having their own stream in their own language, I think that this is even more pronounced. Yeah, more events! Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Please make more events. Yeah, we are planning to make more events. Also, by the way, one of these events is gonna be quite cool. We're cooking up some really cool mechanics for that one. So I hope you guys will enjoy it quite a lot. Punished by half banned in the chat, yeah. Crazy as the translator is in all PC streams, it doesn't ban anyone. Well, that's his turn. That's his choice. That's his decision. No lie, where did I put the promo code? Open the settings menu and open the settings option, and there will be a promo code button. You can tap the promo code button and then you type that in there. Speaking of promo code, let's put up the second one. Syndicate Fun 89. The energy is trolling me now, dude. I'll have to remove that message. I'm not gonna ban him yet, though. Remove. Don't troll me again, though, or I will actually time you out. Resistance player wins. That's a pretty close battle, though. It was really fun to watch. Awesome. Really cool. Hashtag more girl avatars. But also, thank you to Miakung for submitting this replay. It was really awesome, really fun game to watch, and you will get 1,000 tokens for that. GG to Resistance finally. Absolutely. We have another person who submitted their Resistance replay. Tatakae. Sad life. Resistance W. Absolutely. We have one more person by the name of Tatakae who submitted their replay. But first I'm gonna type in my own promo code. $100 tokens. Not bad, not bad. Battle replays. When next event? Guys, this event is still not over. Why are you already asking me when next event, when this event is still not over? Hey, Zoom! Yo, it's Zoom. But no, it's not your battle, sorry. Today we are watching, this one is going to be the last one. We're watching Tatakae versus Karafati. Karafati. Rank 20 battle. Once again, I'm going to skip through the early part of this game. And we will see what's going to happen here. A bunch of people left the stream now that they've got their second promo code. That's funny. This replay, we can do one lobby. No, there's not going to be a lobby today. Any store paraphernalia of Hard War 3? No, we're not planning to sell merch right now. There's shipment. There's like shipping issues with it that we have encountered last time we were selling it, and it didn't sell that well. That's the thing. We had the Art of War 3 merch available for sale, and it didn't sell that well. Maybe in the future we'll sell it again, but for now we don't have any such plans. Is it true that they send missiles to the homes of those who use traps? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my god. Anyways, the Confederation player here is once again making a very early game army. So far I've noticed in this tournament that most players opt for an early game force to push, and we are seeing that here as well. Headquarters level 3 for Karafati, and Tatakae also has headquarters level 3 himself. But the headquarters level 4 worked out last battle for the resistance player, so we'll see how this is gonna happen this time. See what's gonna happen this time. We have a bit of a scouting action going on by the resistance player. Cyclones are being produced. We have cyclones, typhoons. This must be a fortress because it can't be anything else. Assault vehicle factories level 2 producing more hammers, and now this is a pretty significant big force. First big battle that might happen here. I don't know why the Confederation players are retreating. I would be attacking here because you can attack from 2 directions. You could have used this force to attack from this angle, this from this angle. He is now attacking, but now this attack is kind of clumped. His units are very clumped up. Going to focus down the Wolverine. Cerberus jumps into the fray, and it looks like the Confederation will have it this time. There's going to be just way too many units for the resistance player to deal with. Promo code is working. I've just typed it in myself. It is working, guys. Why is there no 3v3 battles? Because this was the terms and conditions of the contest. I've asked people to submit tournaments and blitz tournaments. People did still submit 3v3 battles and trainings and PvP 1v1s, but we don't take those. So Karafati is counter-attacking, or following up rather, on his attack here. Tatakae is using a Salamander active. Takes out a couple of units here actually. I'm not sure how this hit like this, but it did. And there's a bunch of hammers in the middle of Tatakae's base, but he does have the Salamander advantage. There's a lot of buildings to chew through for the Confederate player. This might not be that good of an idea. It does apply pressure on the resistance player quite a lot. Doesn't allow him to leave the base, but this Salamander will be able to easily clean everything up, and there is still the home field advantage for the resistance player by the virtue of having a lot more access to reinforcements. Almost every Art of War YouTube streamer has a hashtag more girl avatars in the comments. Beautiful, beautiful. Spread it around, spread it around, spread it around. If you could collaborate with another IP or franchise, which would it be? For me personally, something like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail or some kind of big mobile game. Because first of all, anime waifus. Second, they're big and rich, and we're gonna make a lot of money off of that. But yeah, looks like here we have a data cell on the right side. Cyclones are moving into kind of contested, but the Salamander is going to be saying no to that. Boom. Goes down, down goes one Cyclone. I mean, the Salamander can't do anything else. I'm not sure why it's moving forward in this situation. This is a very dangerous move. If there were units like here, the Salamander would be in a pretty bad shape. But as it is, though, the passive triggers and the Salamander gets a burst of healing, so it actually leaves with more HP than it started. Quite lucky there for Tatakaya, but we'll see how this turns out in the future. Some riflemen are here to contest the container on the left. There's only a Typhoon. Typhoon obviously, you know, can't shoot ground units, so it's not going to be contesting anything there. And one more data cell goes to Tatakaya. There's a bunch of riflemen and Wolverine that helped him claim that part. A battle in the middle, though, is still going to be lost for him. A couple of Jaguars aren't really going to be doing anything, considering that the Seraphim is on the way. These Jaguars are really going to regret what they are... What? What's going on? Hello? Why are these Jaguars allowed to live? What the heck? I mean, they are taking damage now. The army is now focusing them, but what the hell is going on? Oh, the Seraphim was trying to catch the Salamander. Oh, I see. He's going for that. Can you do Hulk Hogan avatar? I'm not racing. I'm just fond of wrestling. Dude, that would be so expensive to license, though. I already answered about real money tournaments. Not right now, but maybe in the future. We don't want to force the esports scene. Hi, Mastivskoy. Anyone wants to listen to another Art of War 3 reggae song from me? Yo, dude, post it in the Discord, bro. I want Seraphim and Mole Avatar too. That would be pretty cool. I would like it. The fact that you said that I don't think they're gonna collaborate after this. I don't know. Why wouldn't they? It's so profitable for them to collaborate with us. Totally. They're gonna make so much money. I want to see Iconia play Resistance for once. Like I said, when I level up my account a little more, I'll play Resistance. But right now it's just a little too low rank. Maybe I'll play it later. By the way, as a reminder, I have a personal channel where I sometimes stream Art of War now. It's Iconia Angelos. If you just look up Iconia Angelos on YouTube, you will find it. It's not the Art of War 3 channel, but it's just like Art of War 3. It's just Iconia Angelos. That's where I stream nowadays. Not on the Art of War 3 channel. In fact, I should probably disable that one. Collaborate with Energy and put my avatar in the game. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Karapati is claiming some of the data cells here. There are a few riflemen. They're trying to sneak some of these data cells, but I think the Confederate forces are about to stop them from doing that. Salamander is back in the field, rolling forward. He's gonna rain some rockets on the enemy. Promo code also available there? No promos. No promos on my personal stream, no. They switch back to my Confed account, enemy players will cry. When's the remaining campaign missions coming? We're not planning to implement any new campaign missions, guys. Did the Cerberus just miss out the rifleman once and then switch to a gun? I think that might be a bug then, yeah. I didn't see it, but it might be. Seraphim is also back though, just as Salamander. This fight in the middle is never ending. Never ending. Confed player abandons the capture of this data cell, but is now moving back in here. There are basically no units for the resistance player to speak of right now. He needs to maybe retreat and regroup, all things considered. There's a big concentration of force here for the Confederation player. Not a lot of units for the resistance player, but he does have two heroes here. He's trying to snake his way around to the right side and get that data cell. Very interesting. Why no campaign missions? Campaign missions cost a lot to produce, and we don't get that much out of it. So, like, players will play a campaign mission 2 times total. One on normal and once on hard. That's all. Why would we spend a lot of resources making something that the players will only experience 2 times total? Fortis and late game, interesting. I think it's just because he is sticking to the headquarters 3 production here. So he's trying to, well, actually he could have upgraded this assault vehicle factory. The fortress is still pretty worth, I would say, though. Because there's still a lot of infantry around. There's still tons of infantry around. The fortress will be pretty good. Customizing unit will still come? Yes, unit customizations are in development. They're in very active development. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Guys, Iconia streams on the personal channels are fun. You should check them out. Yeah, sometimes I say silly stuff there, like talking about miners or black men or milking. There are some funny, silly things happening there. Would love to see more campaign missions though. In a perfect world, yes. In a perfect world. Hey, Iconia, any options about expanding the campaign and want to invade the other map? I literally just talked about it. We are not planning to add any more campaign missions. What the hell? Yeah, it gets a bit wild there sometimes. Confederation player is on his way to victory here with this. If he gets to capture these 2 data cells, that's it. That's it for him. He's gonna win. Why would you mention milking? Can't wait for unit mods. I'm just waiting for that now. It will change the whole game. Yeah, I think it's very cool. I think it will really it's gonna be a feature on the same level as skills or heroes. Another win for the boys in blue. Well, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. These data cells are still hotly contested. Another one is coming in the middle though. Seraphim is going to probably capture this one now that there's only a Jaguar left defending it. A lot of units against the Resistance Jaguar and Porcupine. There are no heroes coming to save the Resistance player right now. Maybe the Wolverine is coming, but maybe it might be a little too late. It might be just a little too late. There's just nothing left here. He needs to stall for time as much as possible, but these units are just dying before they can even reach the data cell in question. The Seraphim is going to capture that one on the left. And it looks like the Confederation is gonna win. Iconia, I thought you were an innocent man and what the shit. It was supposed to be a fun promotion of your channels, Iconia, milking. Okay. Okay, you guys can you guys can judge me for who I am, but I'm not gonna change. Add filtering rankings by country. I don't really want to promote that because it would like promote. It would needlessly promote competition between countries. I don't like the idea. We're still here, bro. Yeah, I know you guys are still here. Wolverine ain't even born yet. Thank you to Tadakaya for sending in the battle replay. Fortress Imba. Fortress is Imba. It needs to be nerfed. He's gonna get 1,000 tokens for this replay. And I think I'm going to be ending the stream here because I am losing my voice. I've been talking non-stop for an hour and a half. Okay, one more question I see in the chat. One more question. Do you plan to include more units and buildings in the future that aren't heroes? And if so, do you already have a concept? Yes, we are. Okay, so double answer to that. Buildings? No. No buildings. No buildings. Units? Yes. We have plans to include more units. Another line of units. But that's going to be coming not anytime soon, so no concepts or anything I can reveal right now. Right now, on the agenda, unit mods, Legendary League, more fun events, and new heroes in the future. Can't say anything about them right now. Haven't even started developing them yet. But okay. Thank you guys for coming to the stream today. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. Hope you had fun watching the battles. Thank you to everyone who submitted their battle replay. That was a social media post. If you don't want to miss our social media contests, posts where we ask people to submit the replays or anything, any lore, if you like lore, go follow the social media if you like the lore. In the description of this video, of the stream, you can follow us on our social media, Facebook, Discord, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, whatever you want. Go join us there. That's where we post news and fun trivia and fun lore. Just yesterday we posted an article talking about what the Syndicate even is. So if you want to know what the Syndicate is, go and check it out on the social media. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you're going to have fun, even more fun, during the Syndicate event. And I'll see you again on the next stream. Bye-bye!